Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Bravo alleged lawsuits that just came out on All About the Real Housewives, but also Reza's talking about how he found out that the Shahs of Sunset was canceled. Plus, he's talking about his new show. So lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Jason and I just filmed our new podcast episode for tomorrow. It's called "'Tis the Season of Strippers and Stalkers." It gets awkward. Shit gets awkward, things get real, but you'll be seeing all of it. Now, before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so before we get into this Salt Lake City tea that came out from All About the Real Housewives, I was just casually scrolling on Twitter this morning and I saw a tweet that said from Jen Shah, "I'm back, at Lisa Barlow, get ready, B." Lisa said, "Bitch, ? That's a word you should get used to hearing. Are you mad that you didn't get a pair of Louboutins and taking it out on me? Go spend time with your family." Now, guys, they're supposed to be filming the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 3 reunion anytime now, and Jen will be going to the reunion, so this is going to get really interesting. I said this before. I think with Andy speaking out at BravoCon about them not being able to move forward with Jen, I feel like now that has sort of put the nail in the coffin because nobody knows what to expect from Jen's upcoming court date. And that would make me really afraid if I were one of the girls who's not on her good side going into the reunion. Because if they have secrets, these secrets are going to come out. Now, some major tea about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City friend Angie K has come to light. The Bitch Sesh podcast reported tea from the Twitter account Yolanda_parody, which claims Angie was initially set to be a full-time housewife during season 3 of Salt Lake City. However, that ultimately didn't happen and led to some major drama between her and Bravo. This is not a good start. If in fact this is true, right now it's alleged, but not a good start. Because Angie was set to be a full-time housewife, she thought that Bravo would pick up the tab for her confessional looks and other expenses that occurred during the season. However, when that didn't happen, Angie sued Bravo. That's what they're saying. I have not seen these court documents. Angie K allegedly thought that Bravo TV would pay for all the expenses, but since she never made it as a full-time cast member, Bravo dropped her and left her with all the expenses during the season. That's what the Bitch Sesh podcast reported. She also thought that Bravo would pay for her rented confessional looks and makeup. Angie K was very upset and refused to pay the bills. She reportedly tried to sue Bravo, which eventually led to a termination of her contract permanently. So does that mean no Angie K going into next season? Will she be at the reunion? Like, what does this, if this is in fact all true, what does that mean for Salt Lake City? I feel like we're living in a constant state of limbo right now, not knowing, with no Mary Cosby, not knowing about, the fate of Jen Shah. I don't know how the cast is going to, what will the main drama be going into a season 4? Will it be enough, or will this be another situation like Real Housewives of Dallas where they get canceled, Real Housewives of Miami who got put on pause for 8 years, Real Housewives of DC that got permanently canceled? Is that what we're looking at? I have questions. And then also, if in fact she did try to sue because she got a reduced role, I thought she was really rich. The thing is, and I know this for a fact, if you sign on to be on Vanderpump Rules and it's your first season, some of the people that I know on their first season, they got paid anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. And that's not a lot of money to film for 3.5 months. It's sort of their way of saying, hey, you're getting an opportunity. You're going to be on Bravo. We're going to make you famous, either for something really good, or if you get picked back up again, it's probably going to be something really messy. You're welcome. But some people don't take too kindly to being paid in your welcomes. Now, Reza from Shahs of Sunset is talking about how he found out that the show was canceled. He's offering updates on Tommy and the spinoff that he has coming up with Gigi and MJ. Thank you to Reality Blurb for mentioning it all. On February 9th, we had a Zoom. Literally, I was locked and loaded with ratings. I was going to ask for a raise. This is what Reza is recalling of his conversation with producers on the December 1st episode of the Side Piece with Melissa Feaster podcast. Melissa gets some good tea. And they were just like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, sorry, there have been counters, but there's this other thing. What is the other thing? Well, obviously they got canceled. Although Reza immediately suspected that the producers were distracting him from a Shah's funeral, they assured him that that wasn't the case, suggesting that the show was likely being put on pause. They were like, no, Atlanta was on pause for a year and they came back. So how did Reza actually find out that the show was canceled? He said TMZ. TMZ did an article because, Mike had some issues legally. An article came out that said Shahs of Sunset was canceled. So I'm feeling like, they weren't really upfront with us. What a crappy way to find out that you're out of a job. But the good thing is most of them have other products and stuff. So not totally out of a job, but kind of out of a job. As for where he stands with Tommy, who vandalized his property amid a feud prompted by comments Reza made about MJ's health issues following their son's birth, right? Reza said that while he doesn't get to spend very much time with Tommy, they have crossed paths recently and are doing better than they were years ago. He did come up and pick Shams up from the house, and I'm hoping that over time that can change, but I have to accept everyone's process and their pace and their speed, and I'm very grateful that we're not in the place that we were before. I wish that we were further along, but that over time has been getting better. So we have movement. Also, during the interview, Reza confirmed that his spinoff series with Gigi and MJ hasn't yet gotten a go from any network. I feel like we keep going like this. We're like up, then we're down. Then we're up, then we're back down. Okay. We did shoot this other thing that TMZ reported about. We did some sort of other show with me, Gigi, and MJ. We filmed one pilot, and I think they have now an obscene, amount of time to decide whether or not they want to roll with it. So really, it just means the fate is in limbo. Okay. Well, I think that's a really awful way to find out that you're out of a job is through TMZ. I'm surprised that the producers weren't more upfront about this. But for Reza, I think that he's reality TV gold. And I feel like this isn't the last time we're going to see him. I know he's doing some other sort of warrior show or something like that too, but I'm talking about his own show. And on top of that, Angie Katzenevas trying to allegedly sue Bravo and being terminated. What? Like I said, I have questions. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. But before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also don't forget tomorrow to check out our new episode of Hot Messy Podcast. 'Tis the season of strippers and stalkers. It's going to be a good time. I love you, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.